Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. So, in this video, I'm going to continue few subtopic that we haven't covered yet. Okay, so let's see what is the subtopic that we haven't covered yet. Okay, but we're still in the Zakat system, which is topic 2 in your lesson plan. So we have covered the conditions of Zakat obligations, right? This is the first video that I uploaded. So right now we're going to focus on others. Okay, this one. This is the part 2 of this video. Okay, let's see the first part, which is principles of Zakat accounting. Okay, this one already covered. Okay. Alright, principles of Zakat accounting. So, do you heard about principles of accounting before? So, the principle of accounting, or we call as concept of accounting, we have like few concepts, macam few principles. One of it is materiality. When you do accounts, you need to exercise the materiality. When you do accounts, you need to have a neutrality principle. And then third is you need to have a going concern concept. So that is that is the few principles of accounting, basic accounting that you have learned before. So right now in Zakat, okay, in Zakat accounting, they also have a principle that you need to follow when you do a accounting on Zakat. Okay. So let's see what is Zakat accounting. Okay, Zakat accounting is a calculations, reviewing, and announcing of zakat on money. It is governed by a group of accounting rules, and extracted from the source of Islamic Sharia. Okay, let's change color. Okay, so they are as follows. Determine first when you do a zakat accounting, okay, you need to determine the zakat base first. Okay, zakat base first. And then after you determine the zakat base, you need to calculate the due amount of zakat. This one we will cover on full statement of zakat accounting later. So you can see and imagine how does the zakat accounting is prepared in a full statement. Okay. And then third is preparing zakat statement and reports. This one that you need to prepare. Okay. You will prepare later. Okay. This one masuk exam semua lah. Okay, and then after you have prepared the zakat statement and reports, and you know how much is the obligations that you need to pay to the beneficiaries, that amount will be distributing to the beneficiaries. Beneficiaries ada 8 kalau you still remember. Okay, so next, zakat accounting rules. When you do a zakat accounting, you need to follow some rules, okay? Because zakat accountings have some rules that different from the basic accounting, okay? Obviously lah, because zakat is zakat. Accounting biasa tu is a general accounting. Okay, so when you calculate zakat, it must according to the lunar year. Lunar year ni adalah 12 bulan. Okay, 12 bulan dalam setahun. Okay, in the calendar itself is called as a lunar year. Okay, and the counting of lunar year will start when the wealth reaches the NISAB. Okay, for example lah, contoh, wealth yang you ada, you need to know the NISAB. Okay, bila NISAB is a threshold kan, I ada terang before, threshold. Okay, when you own contoh wealth you adalah gold, okay. Obviously gold yang paling kita nampak sekarang sebab kita akan comparekan dengan nisab of gold. So you ada emas dekat you punya harta banyak emas. So emas tu you akan invest, okay. So emas yang you invest tu bila you tengok balik nisab dia lebih daripada 85 grams. Betul tak? 85 grams ataupun you darat dengan 85 grams, total dia berapa? So sasar lebih daripada 85 grams. So bila lebih daripada 85 grams, you maknanya it is zakatable. Tapi make sure emas tu you pegang ikut full haul dulu. Maknanya you pegang harta tu, maknanya you tak pegang harta tu, you tak simpan harta tu selama 3 bulan atau 5 bulan saja, tapi you kena make sure it is in a full haul of wealth. Okay, you kena pegang dalam setahun dulu baru you boleh zakatablkan dia. That's why that means that you need to make sure you fulfill these two condition, which is capai nisab and capai haul, baru you can bayar zakat on that wealth. Okay, alright. The wealth is include all kinds of wealth. Okay, except apa? Agriculture, fruits, minerals. Fruits ni sebab I cerita tadi, fruits will be harvested bukan dalam jangka masa setahun. So dia nak harvest. Okay. And then takkanlah you kena bayar apa? 2 kali zakat on setahun. So make sure fruits kalau dia dah harvest tu you bayar lah. Okay, you bayar. Tak payah tunggu haul. Okay. Alright. Back again, nisab. Nisab meaning dia adalah minimum amount of wealth liable to zakat. You kena ingatlah what is the minimum amount of wealth liable to zakat tu, maksudnya ni nisab. Okay. Alright. Next is primary purpose of nisab. You need to ensure the zakatable wealth is in the excess of the normal requirements of the owner. Okay. Next is haul. Okay. Haul is the second condition, rules that you need to follow when you want to pay zakat. Okay, the wealth must be owned for a period of full year. Full year maksudnya 12 bulan in the possessions before it becomes liable to zakat. You need to, possession ni you hold lah. Hold the harta, okay, the harta for a full year. Okay, in a lunar year. Alright, so reminder here, I have put reminder here. Each zakat year is independent and wealth cannot be zakatable more than one in the same year. Contoh ya, you bayar zakat on gold, okay? Gold tu dalam setahun tu you bayar 2 kali. No, tak boleh. Tak boleh ya. Okay. Kecuali fruits. Fruits ni sebab dia harvest banyak kali dalam setahun. Okay. Tapi make sure lah wealth yang you bayar untuk zakat tu, you tak boleh lah macam setahun you bayar 2 kali. No, sebab duality should be avoided. You should pay one zakat, one wealth to only one zakat. Okay. And only one time. Jangan bayar 2 kali lah untuk setahun. Okay. Right, next is zakat accounting rules. Others zakat accounting rules yang you need to follow, okay, is the wealth must be growing wealth. That is the main part lah. Takkanlah you nak pergi zakatablekan you punya rumah yang you tengah duduk tu, sebab it is your personal use. Like I said here, things for personal use is not zakatable. For example, macam jewelleries ke, hiasan-hiasan you, bila you pakai emas untuk hias, bila you pakai gelang emas untuk hiasan. So it is not zakatable because you are not invested it, okay? You are using it for your personal use. Kecuali kalau you invest the emas, so you dapat surplus, surplus, or we call as growing lah on the original amount of the emas yang you beli tu. So the amount of surplus tu you need to pay zakat. That is the basic thing that you need to know lah. Kalau you tak ada wealth, you tak ada surplus on the wealth, buat apa you nak bayar zakat? Okay. Second rules is zakat is due on money than more than basic needs. Okay. Make sure money yang you ada untuk bayar zakat ni is more than basic needs lah. Okay, amount of money should reach nisab. That's why Islam mengatakan apa-apa wealth yang you dikenakan zakat kena reach certain nisab yang ditetapkan. Kalau you tak reach certain nisab, maknanya you tak berkemampuan. So Islam tahu bahawa someone tu berkemampuan atau tidak melalui harta dia, iaitu melalui nisab yang ditetapkan. Okay, these guarantees, bila you lebih nisab, these guarantees that only those who have the capacity of paying will be obligated to zakat. Contoh macam orang-orang miskin, dia punya harta tak lebih nisab. Memang bawah nisab lah. Dia tak pernah lebih nisab. So, dia buat apa nak bayar zakat? Macam tu lah. Okay, third rules is there are rules for calculation zakat on every kind of money or activity. Some are calculated based on total amount or some in the net amount property. Okay, this one I think you will be saying you'll be seeing in a full statement nanti. Okay, and then fourth is evaluating cash money of wealth for zakat due must be according to the current value at the time of paying. Okay, but you evaluate your cash money of wealth tu untuk bayar zakat. Kenalah based on current value, okay, of the time paying. Avoid evaluate using historical value or whichever is less. For example, contoh macam emas lah. Emas yang you invest tu, you dapat surplus. So, surplus tu yang you kenakan zakat. Bukannya original amount of emas yang you beli awal-awal dulu dikenakan zakat. No, it is based on the surplus. Okay. So, jangan pula masa nak bayar zakat tu, you according to the historical value of the emas tu. No. You need to make sure the current value of emas sekarang ni lah you kenakan zakat. Okay, next is mal wealth liable to zakat. Okay, what type of wealth? Sebelum ni saya bincang-bincang, kita cakap pasal wealth. Wealth yang paling penting, wealth yang dikenakan zakat adalah it is a growing wealth. It is a surplus on the wealth. So, there is some certain things that you need to know about wealth on this subtopic that liable to zakat. Okay, let's see what is it. Okay, this is I taking from a specific Quranic verses and hadith. Yeah. Okay. From the above verses, you can read by yourself. From the above verses, it becomes clear that zakat is prescribed as tax as the wealth of the Muslim. Okay, memang betul. Zakat ni macam tax untuk orang Muslim. Okay, untuk orang Muslim yang berharta. Okay, bukan untuk semua golongan Muslim. Kalau macam taxation yang you belajar, kalau you belajar lah, kalau you faham pun pasal tax, general tax, it imposed to anyone. Okay, regardless of their religion, of their wealth, tak kisah. You pergi kedai pun, you kena bayar tax. You ni student je. So, tapi zakat ni, dia adalah prescribed as tax. Tax untuk Muslim yang berharta, yang berkemampuan. Okay. Second is a right of Allah on the wealth. Third is a specific and determined tax. And it is to spend in a specific avenues. Okay, tax ni dia kata it determined tax. Specific tax, ya. Specific tax maksudnya nanti you akan belajar 2.5% je you dikenakan tax daripada wealth you. Sikit je, bukannya banyak. Bukan sebanyak 10%, bukannya sebanyak 6%. So, hanya 2.5% sahaja. Okay. Right, next. This is additional knowledge that you can read by yourself. Tak masuk exam pun. This one, okay. So, wealth subject to zakat from Al-Quran. So, harta-harta yang dikenakan zakat ni telah disebut dalam Al-Quran, okay. So, Al-Quran sebut antara 3 harta ni. First is gold and silver. Second is plant. And third is earned incomes and minerals. Ada dalam surah-surah yang saya nyatakan kat sini. Okay. Zakat is levied on assets like gold, silver, livestock, and on income like lagi kata produce, and on a person like zakat fitrah yang masa kita Ramadan tu. Okay. Zakat fitrah ni kalau you tak tahu pelik lah sebab you all akan bayar masa Ramadan. Okay. Alright. So I have told about you wealth. Wealth tadi sekarang ni is category into 2 types of wealth lah. First is traditional wealth and second is classical wealth. So classical wealth ni macam traditional wealth, okay? Traditional wealth because it follow the classical jurisprudence categories, okay? So ada 2 kategori kat sini. The first one is asset. Wealth is like asset such as macam livestock and trade. Trade assets ni asset yang dijual beli jual beli, okay, are subject to zakat and are annually obligated on the principal and its payment. Harga asal dengan harga kenaikan dia, increment. Okay, Second is asset which may be materially fixed, macam land, and non-fixed macam bees. Dia obligated only on the growth, okay, and the increase. For example kan, macam land ni, land you beli dalam harga 10 million. Tak naklah 10 million lah. Tapi dalam dah capai haul, okay, contohlah ini dah sampai nisab dah ni. Capai haul setahun lah you hold land tu, and then you dapat surplus on the next year, you dapat naik 11 million. So the 11 million ni you need to pay the land yang naik increment of wealth ni akan is zakatable lah. Dikenakan zakat. Contoh macam bees juga, when the bees is harvested, okay, the bees are harvested, that means they are growing on the bees, right, and there are increasement of the bees, right, so it needs to bayar zakat. It is obligated to pay zakat. It's subject to zakat lah maksudnya. Okay, right, next second type of wealth is the modern wealth. Okay, modern wealth ni ada 3 categories of modern wealth. Contoh macam wealth that is have the same ilah with the classical one. Okay, same ilah ni macam contoh gaji, zakat gaji lah. Kita akan dikenakan zakat gaji, betul. Zakat gaji tu masa untuk tradisional sama dengan zakat zakat pertanian. Dia ada same karakteristik lah, same ilah, reasons of rulings ni maksud dia. Okay, contoh macam, okay, macam ni lah cerita tadi. Ilah tu maksudnya macam, okay, when, contoh lain lah, okay, rokok is haram. Betul? Rokok is haram. Sama dengan haram, bukan, rokok is haram. Sorry. Okay, I want to make example yang simple lah. Haram rokok. Haram rokok tu sama dengan haram kita merosakkan diri. Itu adalah ilah. Maksud ilah ni adalah reasons of ruling ni benda yang macam same karakteristik lah. Macam zakat gaji lah. Zakat gaji ni sama dengan zakat pertanian untuk classical zakat wealth. Macam tu. Okay, second category of modern wealth ialah earned income atau kita panggil sebagai zakat al-musta'afat. This one you can Google if you want to know more. Example macam revenue from non-zakatable asset lah. Okay, al-mal al-mustaghalat ni carilah, you cari Google. I nak tahu juga apa jawapan you on this al-mustaghalat ni nanti. InsyaAllah akan keluar test kot. So you all kena discover, okay? Alright, third is contemporary liquid investment. Okay, liquid investment ni macam ASB lah, paling nampak ASNB yang you invest setiap bulan ni, lepas dapat gaji you masuk dalam ASB. Lepas dapat gaji you dapat ASB sampai setahun dia akan bagi bonus, okay? So bonus tu dikenakan zakat. Bonus tu dikenakan zakat sebab it is growing on the wealth, okay? Share the same ilah with traded goods. Share the same ilah. Urut al-tijarah and monetary characteristic of gold and silver. Yang ada karakteristik gold and silver pun is zakatable. Okay. Next is limits or exemption. Okay, next we talk about nisab pula. So, nisab tu apa? You all dah faham tadi the meaning, the general meaning of nisab kan? So let's see. Okay, hadis narrated by Qudri, the Prophet PBUH said there is no zakat on less than 5 camels. Nampak tak ayat ni? No zakat is less than 5 camels. And there is no zakat on less than 5 awaks, which is silver, and there is no zakat on less than 5 awsuk, which is measure of grains. Okay, so this one I have extracted in buku text, okay. So NISAB for every zakatable wealth depends on the categories of wealth. Okay, these are the categories of wealth. Okay, the value of NISAB for original type of zakatable wealth is as follow. Contoh camel. Camel, bila you capai 5 camels, you need to pay zakat. Yelah, sasah lah. Seseorang yang kalau ada camels 5 ekor, you tak rasa dia kaya ke? You boleh fikir macam tu. So, dia dah capai 5 ekor, sasah lah. Dia minta ternak lah. Unta tu kan daging dia boleh makan. So, sasah lah dia buat jual beli juga. Okay. So, harta yang dia surplus on the wealth that dia harta tu memiliki 5 camels. So, it is zakatable lah sebab ada lebih sangat nisab dia. Okay. Nisab yang kedua ialah wealth on cow. 30 cows. Okay, 30 cows ni, I nak bagi example lah. You ada ladang cows. Okay, you ada ladang cows, you ada 30 cows. Tapi satu cows tu you buat, contoh lah, 29 you ternak. Okay. One, you buat kereta lembu. Which is for your personal service. So, it is zakatable ke tidak? It is not zakatable. It is not zakatable. Sebab tak capai 30 cows. You ada 29 je. So, tak zakatable. Sebab lagi satu tu you guna, walaupun you ada 30 lembu, tapi satu lembu daripada 30 tu, you buat kereta lembu untuk personal use dia. So, it is not zakatable. So, dua-dua is not zakatable. You kena faham lah situation macam tu. Make sure all the 30s is used for agriculture. It's for peternakan. Okay, dapatkan hasil. Third is goods. Okay. For all modern day categories of zakatable wealth, nisab is determined by an analogy to nisab of the above of this wealth lah, which is based on the ilah reason of zakatability. Okay, tadi I dah terangkan. Okay, for example lah, in addition, all variations of the same type of wealth is added up in order to determine the nisab. For example, macam goat. Okay, goat ni, kalau you tahu, goat ada banyak jenis. Types of goat ya. Types of goat banyak ya. Ada goat gurun, ada kambing apa lagi? Kambing biri-biri. Kambing, tak ingat lah nama kambing. Kambing hitam. Tak tahulah. Okay, tapi types of goat ni, any types of goat, if you reach the 40 goats, okay, for example, you ada gurun ni ada 10. This one you ada 20. This one you ada 10 kan. So, bila dah capai 40, automatic, you need to pay zakat. Sebab dia dah capai nisab for the goat. Okay. Tak kisahlah. Goat ni satu spesies je kan. Dia bukan banyak spesies, dia bukan satu spesies, dia banyak spesies. So spesies-spesies berlainan tu kita kira sebagai goat lah. So it is zakatable. Okay. Gold pula macam 20 dinars yang I dah terangkan, ataupun 85 grams. Silver sama dengan 595. And then crops kena capai 400 gantang baru you dikenakan zakat. Okay, next. Alright, this one you need to fill in the blank because I already discussed you before this. The yearly term how. This one is the last thing lah yang I need to discuss today. Zakat is calculated according to apa? Okay, according to apa? You need to fill up. Counting starts when the amount of money attains in the apa yang dipanggil minimum amount of which zakat should be paid. Apa dia? These include all kind of zakat except zakat on agriculture, tak tahu apa benda, mineral asset and apa. I ada, which is metal found in the earth. You cari sendiri, jawapan dia ada dekat slide-slide sebelum ni. Okay, sebab I nak you alert. So, I think whoever yang alert memang boleh jawab lah soalan senang ni. Right, next is zakat beneficiaries. Who are they? Okay, zakat beneficiaries ni I dah cover masa topic 1, masa minggu lepas ya. So, I have given you a note or article tak silap dalam Google Classroom. So, they have 8 types of beneficiaries. So, you need to fill up this. I have already put the blanks here. So, who and who is the poor and no basic needs, we call apa. Workers in zakat administration, we call apa. Those whose heart are being reconciled, we call apa. Freeing slave, we call apa. Those under liabilities, we call apa. So this one you fill in the blank. Okay. And then next is additional knowledge that you can read by yourself. Don't forget, is just that to add up to your zakat knowledge. Alright. And then okay, this is for your own notes lah. So I think that's all for today. And thank you so much for lending your ears. Okay. So don't forget to fill up attendance untuk 28 hari bulan. Okay. Sebab esok cuti kan, 29 cuti. So fill up attendance lah untuk 28 hari bulan. And next week we will cover on topic 3. Okay, topic ini lagi detail on the wealth of the zakat lah. So I think that's all for today. If you have any questions, just PM me or leave a comments below, because sharing knowledge in a one platform is good. I like it. And thank you so much for those yang tanya I questions. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you really interested lah to learn zakat more. So thank you so much everybody, and Assalamualaikum.